Imagine a time when angels, radiant beings of divine light, turned their backs on heaven's throne. What if these celestial rebels didn't just fall, but dared to tamper with the very blueprint of creation? A truth hidden for millennia in the shadowed scrolls of the Book of Enoch, whispers of forbidden unions, monstrous hybrids, and a rebellion so audacious it shook the foundations of the earth. Were these fallen ones the architects of chaos, weaving a legacy that echoes in our world today? This is no mere myth, it's a warning etched in ancient ink, a tale of divine order defied and a judgment that still looms. If you're ready to uncover this buried secret, join us on this journey. Like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below as we step into the mystery where the story of the fallen begins. In the dim mists of antiquity, between 300 and 100 BCE, a text emerged, its pages trembling with secrets too heavy for the canon of Scripture. The Book of Enoch, though quoted in the Book of Jude, was cast aside, deemed too strange, too unsettling for the sacred library of the Bible. Yet its words endure, whispering truths that pierce the veil of time. Penned in an era of prophets and scribes, it unveils a cosmic drama, the rebellion of the Watchers, celestial guardians who forsook their divine mandate, the rise of the Nephilim, grotesque giants born of forbidden unions, and a divine judgment so fierce it reshaped the earth. This is no mere chronicle, it's a tapestry of celestial betrayal, woven with threads of forbidden knowledge and cosmic retribution. The Book of Enoch stands as a sentinel, guarding secrets of a world where angels dared to rewrite God's design. As we unravel its pages, we glimpse a truth that resonates even now, in an age where humanity flirts with the same forbidden fires. In the dawn of a forgotten age, when the heavens still sang in harmony, a shadow stirred among the stars. 200 angels, radiant beings called the Watchers, stood at the edge of eternity, their hearts swayed by a forbidden desire. Led by Semyaza, their chieftain, and Azazel, a spirit of cunning, they forged a pact, sealed in whispers beneath the celestial canopy. They would defy the Almighty, casting aside their divine charge to guard creation. Instead, they descended to the earth, their wings trailing embers of rebellion, to claim what was not theirs. On the slopes of Mount Hermon, they swore their oath, binding their fates to a path of no return. There, they gazed upon the daughters of men, captivated by transgression did not end with flesh. They unveiled secrets meant to remain locked in heaven's vaults. Azazel taught humanity the art of forging weapons, staining the earth with blood and iron. Others revealed the mysteries of sorcery, the allure of beautification, the mapping of stars, and knowledge that twisted the soul. These gifts were no blessings but curses, kindling chaos among tribes and nations. The earth groaned under the weight of this forbidden knowledge, its innocence unraveling as humanity embraced the tools of its own destruction. The Watchers, once stewards of order, had become architects of anarchy, their rebellion a wound in the heart of creation. As the Nephilim roamed and the world spiraled into darkness, the heavens watched in silence, preparing a reckoning that would shake the foundations of the world. The rebellion of the Watchers grew darker, their audacity plunging deeper into the abyss of blasphemy. Not content with defiling humanity, these fallen angels turned their gaze to the creatures of the earth, beasts, birds, and reptiles, each crafted by the hand of the Almighty. According to the ancient words of Enoch, they wove their divine essence into the sinews of these animals, forging unions so unnatural that creation itself recoiled. From these profane acts emerged monstrosities, grotesque hybrids, neither beast nor angel, their forms a twisted parody of God's sacred design. Winged serpents, clawed titans, and chimeric horrors roamed the wilds, their existence a living affront to the trinity of heaven, earth, and sea. These were no mere accidents, but deliberate abominations, birthed from a desire to supplant the Creator's order. The Watchers, intoxicated by their own power, sought to sculpt a new race, a grotesque tapestry of flesh and spirit that mocked the divine blueprint. Were these creatures the seeds of ancient myths, the dragons and chimeras whispered in tales around flickering fires? Or were they something more sinister, a prelude to a world unmoored from its sacred purpose? The earth, once a garden of harmony, became a crucible of chaos, its rivers stained with the blood of these defiled offspring. This was no mere rebellion, but a cosmic insurgency, an attempt to rewrite the code of life itself. The angels' actions bore the mark of an ancient transhumanism, a reckless ambition to transcend God's boundaries, to merge the divine with the mortal, the beastly with the celestial. Their goal was clear: to corrupt creation so thoroughly that it could never be restored. Yet, as the hybrids multiplied and the earth groaned under their weight, the heavens stirred. The Almighty, whose eyes see all, watched this desecration unfold, his silence a prelude to a wrath that would shake the pillars of the world. The Watchers had sown the seeds of their own doom, and the hour of reckoning drew near. The earth, once a symphony of divine order, now wailed under the weight of its defilement. The Nephilim's footsteps shook the mountains, and the hybrids' cries pierced the skies, a cacophony of rebellion against the Creator's will. The Watchers, architects of this chaos, stood defiant, their hearts hardened by pride. But the Almighty, whose patience is vast yet not infinite, turned his gaze upon the desecrated world. His voice thundered through the heavens, decreeing a judgment that would cleanse the earth of its corruption. The skies darkened, and the fountains of the deep burst forth. The great flood, a deluge of divine wrath, poured from the heavens, swallowing the tainted bloodlines of giants and monsters. Villages crumbled, forests sank, and the earth itself was reshaped under the relentless waters. The Nephilim, once mighty, drowned in the abyss, their warped spirits severed from the sacred order. This was no mere storm, but a cosmic reset, a purging of the profane to restore what had been defiled. As for the Watchers, their fate was sealed in chains of eternal shadow. Cast into Tartarus, a pit of darkness reserved for the gravest transgressors, they were bound, their wings broken, their voices silenced. There they await the final day of reckoning, when the books of heaven will be opened and their rebellion judged in fire. The flood was not merely punishment, but a testament to the unyielding holiness of God, a declaration that no force, angelic or mortal, can unravel his sacred design without consequence. Yet, even as the waters receded and the earth breathed anew, whispers of the fallen lingered, a warning that the seeds of rebellion might one day sprout again. As the echoes of the great flood fade into history, a new age dawns, one where humanity, like the Watchers of old, reaches for forbidden fires. Today, we wield tools that rival the angels' audacity, CRISPR slices the sacred code of life, crafting beings tailored to our whims. Artificial intelligence, a mind born of silicon, whispers promises of godlike insight, its algorithms weaving futures once reserved for divine decree. Brain implants and synthetic biology blur the line between flesh and machine, heralding a transhuman dream where mortality itself might bow. Are these marvels of progress, or are they shadows of an ancient rebellion, cloaked in the garb of science? The Book of Enoch speaks of a time when celestial beings sought to reshape creation, defying the Almighty's design. Now we stand at a similar precipice, our laboratories humming with the same ambition, to transcend the bound, rival the Creator's hand. This is no mere coincidence, but a mirror held before our souls. The knowledge we wield, like that taught by Azazel, is a double-edged sword, capable of healing or havoc. As we merge man with machine, edit the blueprint of life, and chase immortality, we must ask, are we stewards of God's creation, or architects of our own Tartarus? The heavens watch, as they did in Enoch's day, and the silence of God is a call to heed the warnings of the past. The Book of Enoch is no mere relic of a forgotten age. It is a beacon, its words blazing across centuries to pierce the haze of our modern world. The Watchers' rebellion, their profane hybrids, and the flood that cleansed their corruption stand as a solemn warning. To tamper with God's sacred design is to court divine judgment. The Nephilim fell, the angels were chained, and the earth was reborn. Yet the seeds of their defiance linger in our hands. Today, as we splice genes and forge minds of steel, we tread the same perilous path, daring to reshape what was divinely ordained. The Almighty's gaze has not wavered. His justice, once unleashed in torrents of water, remains poised to judge those who defy His order. Are we, in our pursuit of godlike power, merely mortals seeking progress? Or are we summoning the shadows of the Nephilim once more? The Book of Enoch calls us to pause, to weigh our ambitions against the eternal. As it was in the days of Noah, so it may be again. Will we heed the warning, or will we too face a reckoning? Let this ancient text stir your soul to seek truth, to guard the sacred, and to stand firm in an age of rebellion. Share your thoughts below, like this video to spread its message, and subscribe to journey deeper into the mysteries of the divine. For in the end, one question remains. Are we advancing toward a new dawn, or heralding the return of a darkness long foretold?